What's up, YouTube? This is James coming back at you with another informative video. In case you're wondering who this lady is right here that you see on the screen, her name is Marianne Williamson. Another president candidate, hopeful, for 2020, as a matter of fact. And she's making some big claims here, big promises that we know that she'll never, keep. She'll never fulfill them. We know that. They'll say anything to be president. They want their turn at the wheel. That's just the way it is. But before I go any further, no Kamala Harris, no Cory Booker, no Marianne Williamson here. Will never be my president because, see, my president is the Most High. That's who my commander-in-chief is. And when we start realizing that right there, things will get better for us as a people. Not people that's just going to come and make promises to us and tell lies, talking about what they'll do if you elect me. If you elect me, I'll this, I'll that. And then once you do it, they never follow through with what they say they're going to do. We know that. Well, this woman right here, Mrs. Williamson, is actually making claims that she calls for $100 billion in reparations for African Americans. See, we know the president doesn't make that call. The shadow government, the one who runs the president, would have to do that. But again, this woman is making claims to get the black vote. This is what they like to do. Now, all the while, before election starts, black people are overlooked. All kinds of things has befallen the black race here in this country. A lot of injustices. Where are these people then? Where is these people speaking up for black people when somebody's done wrong, like black man or woman or a child shot down in the street by a rogue ass trigger happy cop? Where are these people then? This is what I like to know. They're nowhere to be found. But then election time comes around. Now you got them coming at you for their vote, telling all kinds of lies. This is what they do. See, this was no different. Now it's amazing, that game that they've ran for so long has worked. But this is a new day. We need to quit letting that shit work. When we stop that from working, we stop them from working. That's the way it goes. Let's get into the story. Democrat presidential candidate calls for $100 billion in reparations for slavery. We need a moral spiritual awakening in the country. Democratic presidential hopeful Marianne Williamson is calling for a spiritual awakening to occur in the United States after launching her presidential 2020 campaign in Los Angeles on Monday, January 28th. Williamson sat down with CNN's New Day. And it's not a new day yet, but it's coming. And when it does, they ain't gonna have nothing to do with it. Where she called the U.S. to pay $100 billion in reparations for slavery. I mean, that's not a bad thing, because we are definitely owed things like we are owed money like that, But as has been said, we know if they would ever pay us reparations, you'll have all kinds of people coming out of woodwork claiming to be black. Motherfuckers that's, pink as hell. Motherfuckers yellow, green, I don't care what. They'll be, well, I'm black, I'm 1/5 this, that, black African and all that shit. Matter of fact, it's already happening. Thing is, who is it, Rachel Dolezal? When you start seeing them doing that shit a little too much, they must know that black people is going to get reparations. After all, the UN, United Nations, did rule in favor against the United States. Actually, about what, last year I think it was, that they are supposed to pay black people reparations, and United States wind up ditching the UN. They quit. They gave up their seat at the United Nations for that. You know. So, I mean, like I'm saying, you know, yeah, we should get reparations. No doubt about that. But will a presidential hopeful like this woman be the one to do it? I highly doubt it. She's making promises to get in office, get our vote. And then once they get the vote, and she do make it in office, black people who? That's what she'll be doing. I don't remember asking blacks for anything. See, that's how they play. Back to the story. We need a moral and spiritual awakening in this country, Williamson said. Nothing short of that is adequate and fundamentally change the patterns of our political dysfunction. I have had a 35-year career in naming and transforming those dynamics. That's my qualifications for presidency. Smooth talker. Here's Cory Booker. Same thing, you know. He wants his turn at the wheel too. We know it's going to be somebody. But my point is this. Whoever it is, they won't be getting my vote. I'm through with this shit. I'm done with it when it comes down to electing these people. Williamson recommended that reparations for slavery be paid out to $10 billion per year and be distributed over the span of 1 decade. She also suggested that billions of dollars be donated to educational and economical projects that would help the country. I believe $100 billion given to a council to apply this money to economic projects and educational projects of renewal for that population is a debt to be paid, she added. It is. I agree with her on that. Williamson's platform includes campaigns for free college, universal background checks for gun owners, and more. You know, they keep bringing that shit up about gun owners, but what they don't bring up is the statistics that many of the gun owners that didn't even have criminal records are your mass shooters and going around killing police, all that shit. See? Oh, and Williamson previously ran for Congress in California in 2014, but placed fourth with the primary. She is a best-selling author and spiritual counselor to Oprah Winfrey. Big deal. I don't give a shit about that. About no spiritual counselor, cuz none of that means shit to me. Oprah Winfrey. I'm surprised she don't run. Well, I'm going to tell you this. I'm going to tell y'all this. The only way she will make president, and I felt it coming when Obama got in office. I said pretty soon more women are going to push for trying to be president. You see? But the only way that she's going to make president, if she makes president, you know, if any woman makes president, they're going to have to be part of that bloodline. That bloodline, and Obama's part of it too. You know, Rothschilds, all that. You have to do some research on what I'm talking about. If she's part of that, she's going to be the next president. The first woman, the first country, a woman, whatever, you know, this country's first president is going to be a woman that's part of that bloodline. You know, y'all tell me what y'all think about this situation. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to hit on the bell so you can get notifications as I drop the content. Y'all have a good weekend. Stay warm. Peace.